Hello everyone, we are going to discuss equivalence relations and partial ordering relations. As we have already discussed about the relations and types of relations, so equivalence relation is classification of objects which are in some way alike. So according to the definition, a relation R on non-empty set S is an equivalence relation if R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. That is, R is an equivalence relation on S if it has the following three properties. That is, for every A belongs to capital S, A is R related to A, that is reflexive property. If A is R related to B, then B is R related to A, that is symmetric property. And if A is R related to B and B is R related to C, then A is R related to C, that is transitive property. Example, the relation of equality on any set S is an equivalence relation because it follows all three properties: reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So if A is the element of set S, then A equals to A, obviously, so this is reflexive. If A equals to B, then B equals to A, so this is symmetric also. So if A equals to B and B equals to C, obviously A equals to C, then it is transitive also. So that's why this relation is an equivalence relation. The classification of animals by species, that is the relation is of the same species as, is an equivalence relation on the set of animals. The relation subset of set inclusion is not an equivalence relation. It is reflexive and transitive, but it is not symmetric. So it is reflexive. So suppose A is a set, A is a subset of A, so that's why it is reflexive. And A is a subset of B and B is a subset of C, then obviously A is a subset of C. So this is transitive also, but it is not symmetric since A is a subset of B does not imply to B is a subset of A. We have examples. Consider the following relations on the set A which have the element 1, 2, 3. So we have relation R1 5. So this relation is not reflexive. It is symmetric and transitive also, but it is not reflexive. That's why it is not an equivalence relation. Then we have R2. R2 have the elements 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So obviously this relation is reflexive. So because it have all the set 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And this is symmetric also because it follow the property of symmetric. If A related with B and B is related with A, then it is symmetric. And it is transitive also. If A is related to B and B is related to C, then A is related to C. So R2 is an equivalence relation. Then we have R3. R3 is reflexive relation because it have all the pairs 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So it is reflexive, but it is not symmetric because it's fine for 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, but it is not fine for 2, 1 because we don't have 1, 2. So that's why it is not symmetric. This relation is transitive also because we have 2, 1 but we don't have 1, 3. So we don't need to check whether we have 2, 3. So this relation is transitive also, but it is not symmetric. So that's why it is not an equivalence relation. Then we have R4. We have 1, 1 but we don't have 2, 2 and 3, 3. So this is not an reflexive relation. So that's why it is not an equivalence relation. We don't need to check for symmetric and transitive. R5 we have, so R5 is reflexive because we have 1 1 2 2 3 3. But let's check for symmetric. So we have 1 2, then we have 2 1, fine. We have 1 3, then we have 3 1, fine. So this relation R5 is symmetric. Let's check for transitive. So we have 1 2, then we don't have 2 3, so we don't need to check 1 3. We have 1 3, then we don't have 3 2, so we don't need to check for 1 2. Then we have 2 1 and we have 1 3 also, but we don't have 2 3, so that's why this relation is not transitive. So R5 is not an equivalence relation. Then we have R6. So R6 is not reflexive because we don't have 2 2. So that's why it is not an equivalence relation. We don't need to check for symmetric and transitive. Then R7 is an equivalence relation because it is reflexive, it is symmetric also, and it is transitive also. So we have partial ordering relations. So a relation R on a set S is called a partial ordering or a partial order if R is reflexive, antisymmetric, and transitive. So antisymmetric is if A's are related to B and B's are related to A, then A should be equals to B. A set S together with a partial ordering R is called partially ordering set or poset. So we have example, the relation subset of set inclusion is a partial ordering on any collection of set since set inclusion has the three desired properties. So obviously subset relation is reflexive and it is transitive also. So this is anti-symmetric also because A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, then obviously A set is equals to set B. The relation less than equals to on the set R of real numbers is reflexive, anti-symmetric and transitive, thus less than equals to is a partial ordering. Okay, so less than equals to is a partial ordering also. The relation A divides B is a partial ordering on the set capital N of positive integer. However, A divides B is not a partial ordering on the set Z of integers since A divides B and B divides A does not imply A equals to B. For example, if we divide 3 by minus 3 and minus 3 by 3, but 3 is not equals to minus 3. These two are different. So we have example. Consider the following relations on the set A which have the element 1, 2, 3. So we have relation R1, that is phi, empty relation. So obviously phi is not a reflexive relation. So that's why it is not an partial ordering relation. Then we have R2. R2 have the element 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So this is reflexive relation. And this is anti-symmetric also because anti-symmetric says if A is R related to B and B is R related to A, then A equals to B. So this satisfies the property of anti-symmetric and this satisfies the property of transitive also. A is R related to B, B is R related to C, then A is R related to C. So R2 is an partial ordering relation. Then we have R3. So R3 is reflexive because we have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. But it is not anti-symmetric because we have 1 2 and we have 2 1, but 1 is not equals to 2. So that's why it is not an partial ordering relation. Then we have R4. So R4 is reflexive because we have 1 1 2 2 3 3. Then let's check for antisymmetric. We have 1 3 but we don't have 3 1. So that's why we don't need to check for whether 1 equals to 3 or not. Then 2 3 but we don't have 3 2. So that's fine. So R4 is antisymmetric. And let's check for transitivity. So we have 1 3 but we don't have 3 2. Then fine. Then we have 2 3. Then we don't have 3 1 also. So that's fine. So R4 is transitive also. So that's why R4 is partial ordering relation. So R5 have 1 1 but don't have 2 2 3 3. So R5 is not reflexive. So that's why R5 is not an partial ordering relation. Then we have R6. So R6 is reflexive because we have 1 1 2 2 3 3. Then let's check for antisymmetric. So we have 1 3 but we don't have 3 1. So that's fine. We have 2 3 but we don't have 3 2. That's fine. So this relation is antisymmetric. Let's check for the transitivity. We have 1 3 but we don't have 3 2. That's fine. We have 2 3 but we don't have 3 1. That's fine. So R6 is partial ordering relation. Then R7 is reflexive but it is not antisymmetric. So that's why R7 is not an partial ordering relation.